Hello everybody and welcome back into London Rank from London, Ontario. It is the London Knights and the Sarnia Sting in their first of two meetings this season. Obviously we expect this one to be a good one. The Sting know that they can't go easy here tonight. Losing 2-0 in their last game, looking to bounce back here this afternoon. Yeah, they sure are, and this is a team that's had a very solid start to this season. Good save made by Serzica out of the gates. The Knights to the attack. Here's George. That's blocked by Doucette. It comes out, and he almost had a break, but Bonk got back. Broken stick, though. The Knights do a good job of defending that. Gazisov. Here they come in over the Sarnia line with a shot fanned on. Tyson Doucette is there. He'll send it out, and it is just out. Schwint finds Doucette. Doucette in behind the D. Shoots. He stopped. Rebound off the post. In behind the net. Schwint. He hit the post. Back-to-back post. Third chance. That's blocked. Sijic off the boards and out and down the ice. And are you going to see a sequence like that again? Back-to-back post on the same attempt. Here's Gazisov down low. Knights to the attack. George, that's blocked. Schwint pokes it out to Doucette. Sending that back. It missed O'Mary. Schwint's there. He'll clear it out to center. Knights try to get it back in. That pass turned over. Here's McHugh to the goal. Sam McHugh, he's stopped by Serzica. Got a good shot away. Knights have it again. O'Reilly stopped. Point blank, and Serzica holds on to that. Yeah, and this is exactly what we were expecting to see between these two teams being rivals. That shot stopped by Serzica. Good save there. And the Sting ice the puck, and it will indeed go for icing. Well, I think what you have to pay attention to the most here is the fact that the Sarnia Sting are not going to go away in this hockey game, and this is exactly what we want to see from this lineup. Oh, so close, though, came, of course, the London Knights on that shift. Here's a shot, and that one may have ricocheted off the netminder in front. And now here's McHugh in again. In on goal. He stopped, and it got a chunk of the post. So back and forth they go with iron. And it's picked up here by Cowan. He'll play for Sam McHugh. In come the Knights again. McHugh stopped by Serzica. Picked up by O'Reilly. Under siege here, the Sting. Here's McHugh to the goal. That's blocked. The London Knights perfect 5 straight wins to start the season. Sarnia 2-1. Here's McHugh. Stop. Rebound. Diving. He made the save. It's in. They whack and whack away and get rewarded. It's 1-0 London. Well, this is a great goal for the London Knights. Just doing what they do best, and that's attacking the net until the other team just can't handle it, and Serzica did all he could. But his defense is standing around, and the London Knights clean it up for a 1-0 lead. The London Knights off to a strong start here tonight. It's 1-0. Face-off one brought in by Edward. He has Haltonen on his left to the goal. Stopped by Serzica. Rebound in the slot. Stopped again. A third chance. Stopped. And it slides wide. The Knights pick it up. Sting standing around. Haltonen, and he stopped again. Backhander set wide. 28 seconds of pressure here. Here's Dickinson to Edward. That's blocked. Van Duzel. Dickinson. Edwards. That goes wide of the goal. Hurt trying to get it out. Moses will do just that. It's out and down the ice. And icing will be the call. 2:01 to play here in the first. 1-0 Knights. Serzica standing on his head again, making all the saves in the world for his club. And they have not given him an opportunity to get into this game yet. 4 minutes of time on attack to 30 seconds of time on attack for the London Knights. Face-off taken by the Knights. Here's Bonk. He'll wind. He'll shoot. Stopped by Serzica. Not out. Knights keep it in. In the corner. Here's Lawrence down low. Shoots. Serzica to stop again. Side of the goal, Kajovic trying to stop that. Van Duzel, that's blocked in front. And picked up again by the Knights. 7 seconds to go in the period. Another save by Serzica. Down low, they look again. Out front with a second to go. Stopped by Serzica, got a glove on it. At the buzzer, we're through one. The London Knights put Sarnia under siege, but only find themselves in front 1-0 after one. Well, after your first period of play, your statistics, the shots on goal, 17-2 for the London Knights. Hits are 4 aside. The faceoffs 5-0 London. And the London Knights with a 1-0 lead after one. Sarnia, this game could have been a lot different if they scored on those first 2 posts that they hit back-to-back. Instead, they find themselves down 1-0 after one and getting outshot 17-2. Second period coming up now. Welcome into period 2 from London. It's the London Knights and the Sarnia Sting in their first of a few meetings this season. Face off here to start the period, taken by the London Knights. Here's Bonk with control. London to the attack already. Gazisov to Julian. In with a shot. Serzica with the stop. Here's Sim. Down low, finds Bonk. That shot chipped into the corner on a ricochet. The Knights get in there. Now Bonk with it. To the goal. George right on. Serzica made the save. Loose in front. They whack away. Fisher trying to get it out. He couldn't. Here's Julian. To Sim. Off the boards, back in the corner for Sim. Julian to Bonk. His shot blocked, and Sičić can't clear. Sim to the net. He's stopped by Serzica, and he holds on for a face-off. Sarnia Sting under siege again already this period. They haven't had any offensive zone time yet. And if you're the London Knights, you're playing exactly the way you want in this game. George, that shot blocked. The rebound, they score. Landon Sim, the former Sarnia Sting, makes it 2-0. Oh, the London Knights again, just to the attack, and Serzica out of place on that shot. And the London Knights get rewarded and take a 2-0 lead. So the face-off back to center here as the Knights extend the lead to 2-0. Draw one back. Here's Bonk with it. Bonk ahead. That's turned over. Now Sim brings it in. 2-on-1 with Gazisov. He stopped and it's in. It ricocheted off one of the Sting in front. And it is now 3-0. Well, the London Knights, Ruslan Gazisov just putting it to the net. Filak, it ramps off his stick and in, and it's 3-0 London. For the Sarnia Sting, you can see the frustration starting the show. Down 3-0 in this hockey game. O'Mary sending it in. Playing it around, that's Kostic. It bounced past his reach. The pass finds Way. Cooper Way with a shot. Stopped by Simpson. It's his first test of the period. Well, no one there to get in front, really create a screen, do anything, and Sarnia Sting struggling because of that. Face-off won again by the Knights. They need to find a way to win some face-offs as well. Bonk along the boards and in the corner with it. Filak trying to cut his man, but Bonk has it in his own end. Bonk up on the wing that finds McHugh. McHugh to the attack again. Winding and shooting. That goes wide of the net. Kostic for Sarnia to Filak. Here's Zach Filak stepping in. Filak can't get a shot, held on to the puck too long. Gets that back to the attack. Filak weaving his way to the goal. Shooting, stop. Rebound, picked up by George. Here's McHugh, out of the zone come the Knights. 3-0 they lead with 9 minutes to play here in the middle period. Young, around the boards and far and around to Brown. Now Filak regains control. Felak shoots, blocked away by Simpson. There's no strategy to this attack at all yet. McDonald in front, they score! And finally, something comes from it. It's the captain, Cooper Way, to get Sarnia on the board 3-1. Well, good things happen when you get to the net and set it up, and Sarnia Sting, this is a perfect backhand across. And the Sting do exactly what they wanted to do, and that's get on the board and break the shutout. So a 3-1 hockey game here in the second. As Young sends it in, the Sting to the attack again. Here's Brown, shoots, stopped by Simpson, a good one there. Here's Bach in the corner, he'll play for Julian. Julian, and here come the London Knights out of their zone. His pass finds Sim, he has a goal tonight. Landon Sim to Gazasov, he's stopped by Serzicha. Wainwright to Dalen Moses, 4 minutes to play here in the second, 3-1 London. Here's Brown, going to the net, pass, they score! Dalen Moses and the Sting find themselves within one. It's 3-2. Well, again, just getting to the net, creating those opportunities. Dalen Moses knows where he needs to be, stands off to the side, gets the tap in, and we have a one-goal game. London fans growing a bit silent here. You can hear some boos raining down, as this is not what they want to see against Sarnia, of all teams. Here's Bach to Julian. Here's Sitchich, he'll bring it along. Here are the Sarnia Sting. Sitchich stopped. Rebound. Schwint just missing that. Doucette. Sting to the attack. Another shot. Where is it? They whack away. Sitchich in front. They score! Kai Schwint. And the Sarnia Sting, rewarded from their hard work down low, have tied this game. It was 3-0. It's now 3-all. Another great job by the Sarnia Sting, and we saw they just missed moments before. They found a way to get another chance to score, and they come through on it. Tie game. Doucette banding on it at the middle line, and in comes Sim to the net. To Gazasov, he's stopped by Serzicha. Face-off in the Sarnia zone. Sting and the London Knights, back and forth they go. This rivalry going a long way back. Here's the draw. One back, Dickinson, that's blocked by the Sting. O'Mary taking that away, not out though. Gazasov, that shot blocked, and we're through two. 3-3 in London tonight. Well, it was all London Knights, but the Sarnia Sting respond with three of their own. Shots a goal in the game, 24-12 for London. It's 3-3. The hits 8-4 for Sarnia. Faceoffs 11-3 London. No power plays. 3-3 after two. Welcome into the third period. This is a brand new game as both these teams come into the third even at 3. London Knights, the best team in the league to start the season. 5 straight wins. Here's a giveaway. Sitchich is in, and he's stuck by Simpson. Huge save to start the third as the Sting look to go in front. Here's Sim in his own zone, being chased for the puck, playing it off to Julian. Julian gets that out. Taken off by that collision, and O'Mary is there to send it right back in. Around the boards it goes. Here's Doucette. That pass in front. Good block and good read by the Knights. Doucette to Schwint. Schwint back to O'Mary. O'Mary winds and shoots. He stopped. Rebound, that's Sitchich. Back to Doucette. To Schwint. To Lucas Fisher. The captain moves in. Shoots and scores! Lucas Fisher and the Sarnia Sting find themselves in front for the first time of the hockey game. 4-3. And now there's boos raining down here in London. And everyone trying to figure out what's happening here. From 3 goals down to 1 goal up here in the third period. Picked up and played along, and here's a shot that sneaks its way in. We are tied. Moment moments later, it's Landon Sim with his second of the night. And this game tied at 4, and if you're the Sarnia Sting, you cannot let this in. It's a nice pass off on the wing, but Serzica needs to have that 5-hole wide open. We're tied again. Draw one back, picked up by Bonk. Here come the London Knights to the attack again. It's Gazisov. He's in on goal, and he's stopped by Serzica. Now the Knights to the attack again. Gazisov, he's stopped again. Loose puck, they whack away. Kept in by London. It goes in behind the net. Picked up by the Knights. Sim shoots, stopped by Serzica, and a face-off in the Sarnia zone. 4-all here in the third. And here we go. Here's a shot that's shouldered away by Serzica. The Sting to the puck. McDonald ices that. Kostic will have to chase it down. He does. Kostic looking for Felak. That goes in the corner. Chip back around the Kostic to Felak. Over to Young. His shot finds Simpson. He makes an easy save. Here we go. Picked up by the Knights. Bonk on the face-off. That finds Sim. 9 minutes to go here in the third. 4-all. Julian shoots. He stopped. He scores on his own rebound. And London is back in front. 5-4. Jacob Julian gets the goal. And the Knights again come through. They were down in this third period 4-3. They come back with 2 of their own to take the lead. Young. And this is what this team does best. It's the London Knights we're talking about here. And obviously they are the best of the best in this league. Here's a pass. McHugh stop. Rebound. Just missing that. Looked like 6-4 for sure. McDonald to Young. Sting to the attack. They'll have to get to it fast here as London is back in this game at full force. Way stop. Here's Moses. He has Way. Way in the corner battling for that puck. It's Bonk who finds it. The biggest surprise is Sarnia being disciplined here tonight. This is a good thing to see for this lineup. Not taking a single penalty against the best team in the league. Moses. Wainwright to Hurt. That was turned over to George. And George circles back at his own line. Now in comes Easton Cowan. Cowan to the attack. To McHugh. He's stopped. Best stop of the night for Serzica as it comes late. That pass to Brown, given away to O'Reilly, taken down, and there goes the discipline act. As the Sting touch up with exactly 2 minutes to play, down by 1, they'll be shorthanded. Here we go. Face off right side, picked up by Dickinson. Here's Gazisov, he's stopped by Serzica. Sting will have to attack shorthanded here. Pass finds O'Mary. Here's Nathan O'Mary stepping in, playing it over, and no one was there. Here's Fisher with it. Gave that away. Out it comes Gazisov. London trying to get back to the attack here. That's turned over at center to Fisher. Schwent with Sicic. Back in come the Sarnia Sting. Sicic with it. Dishes off. O'Mary just missed the net. We're inside the last minute of play here. Time running out for the Sarnia Sting. They just missed on that opportunity. Sicic moves in here, looks back, feeds it over, and O'Mary never got that feed. Here's Gazisov. Schwent will have to get back against Landon Sim, the former Sting. Picked up by Fisher, down to 18 seconds to play. Marco Sicic, time running out. Here's Sicic in alone. He scores! He ties it with 11 seconds to go. 5-5 here in London. What an afternoon game for these two clubs. He just took off on his high horse, brought it to the forehand, snipes it by the right leg of Simpson, and we're even again. It's a shorthanded tally as well. Draw one, here's Kadjovic, he'll send it in. Sting chase it down here shorthanded. Kostic, after the puck, it's the London Knights who win that battle, and we are headed for overtime here tonight from London. 5-5 after 3. First time this season, the London Knights will head to extra time. The same with the Sarnia Sting. Shots on goal in the game are 34-18 London. Hits are 9-6 Sting. The face-off 17-5 London. Power plays 0 for 1. Sarnia hasn't had one. They have a short and a goal. 5-5 would go to overtime. Welcome into overtime. What a response from the Sarnia Sting tonight after scoring 0 against the Erie Otters in their last game. Now looking to go for a win against the best team in the league. And here they come. 2-on-1. Sijic across. Good save made. Rebound in the paint. That pass just missing. O'Mary to Sijic in the corner down low. Out front, that one just missed. Sijic back to the point. That's given away to George. He has a breakaway in overtime. George to the attack against O'Mary. Gave that away to Fisher. Ahead, Sijic to win it. He tied it late. And he's stopped by Simpson. Sarnia Sting giving London a run for their money early here in overtime on some sloppy giveaways. But Simpson up to the task to make the save. Draw one, here's Bonk. Gave that away in his own zone. Now here come the London Knights. It's George. Turning it up ice. He'll play that off on the boards. It's O'Mary who finds it for Sijic. Back into the London zone. Round the boards it goes. 30 seconds left in the overtime period. O'Mary back to the point. Nobody was there. Playing it around is Serzica. 20 seconds to go in overtime. Sijic sends it in. Round the boards it goes. It's picked up by O'Mary. Waiting, forehand. Save easily by Simpson. And he holds on. With 8 seconds to go here in overtime. 5-5. Sting with all 3 shots in the overtime period. They haven't been golden, but good chances, I suppose. Young. To Way, looking in front. Oh, they just missed it. Back to the point that's given away. It doesn't matter. We're headed for the shootout tonight. Well, everybody, after overtime, the shots on goal 22-34 for London. Hits are 10-6 Sting. The faceoffs 18-7 for London. Power plays 0 for 1. Sarnia Sting haven't had one. They have a short and a goal. We go to the shootout tonight. 5-5. Welcome into the shootout between 2 rivals. It'll be the Sarnia Sting shooting first. And they will go to one of their best. In Kai Schwint. He's a leader for this team. Schwint moves in. He's stopped by Simpson. Good blocker read on that for Simpson, and the Sting do not strike in round 1. Round 1 for the Knights. Easton, Cowan, in on Serzica. He stopped. He just about had him, but Serzica got a piece. Here's Marko Sijic, tied it in the final seconds of the game. Moves in slow. In, backhand. He scores! Oh, what a goal by Marko Sijic. He comes through again. Round 2 for the London Knights. They trail the shootout 1-0. So here is Sam McHugh in tight, moving in. Stopped by Serzica. Shutting down the 5-hole, and the Sarnia Sting have a chance to win on the stick of Dalen Moses. Moses weaves his way in, winds, shoots. Easy save made by Simpson on the little fake. And London has life. Here come the Knights. In on Serzica. He stopped. And the Sarnia Sting find a way. Marko Sijic tied it in the dying seconds. He wins it in the shootout on a beautiful highlight reel backhand finish. And the Sarnia Sting grab the extra point here tonight in London, 6-5. London facing their first loss of the season. It does come in extra time, but nonetheless, the Sarnia Sting come away with the victory here tonight, 6-5 in the shootout. What a game from start to finish. We knew it would be. It's rivalry between these two all the time. And that's how this one will end tonight.